Oh, how y'all feel? How y'all feel? How y'all feel? It's Cosmic Mind UV. We are in. Well, hey, yeah, we definitely in the place to be. We are definitely in the place to be. Let me turn the beat down. Let me turn the beat down. Oh man, second time around, just like the old school song, the Nehru value, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Dr. C is back. We back on track. And I'm gonna just get out of the way from here and then have some questions along the way. I got a few videos we can show as well that you can give your reactions and replies to also. And yeah.
Hey, talk to me, brother. My name is Dr. Copeland. I'm live here on Cosmic Minds. Appreciate you having me back once again. This time we'll be looking for some questions and everything. I'm what's called a naturopathic holistic consultant, an energy medicine practitioner, as well as a life health and wellness coach. I'm living in the VA area. I'm definitely looking to come around and teach people about bioenergetics or the bioresonance and energy fields that surround us. Indeed, that's like I guess that's my opening.
Okay, here we go. You say energy, you say that damn it. Okay, here we go. You say energy fields that surround us. When you say energy fields, can you be a little bit more specific?
As far as be more specific, well, we are all energy beings. You have what they call the aura, or they call it holograph fields. That's another name they have nowadays. But we all have energy field that can detect out. You might have been somewhere and or in a room and you kind of feel something in the room, or you look back and maybe somebody just there coming in or something. So all that is energy. All of us produce energy. Color has energy. Your clothes, the type of fabric you wearing has energy. Um, so everything is energy. So when I say energy medicine practitioner, what I deal with is the millivolts in your body. The body ultimate it's around 90 or 100 to 100. You can get it to 100 millivolts, be 100, be 100. But mainly between 70 and 100 millivolts is the frequency, or the what's say the power you want your cells to be generating. I deal with everything on what's called cellular communication levels. Because we know our body is full of trillions of cells, and each cells has its own specific little um, duty to do, and so forth. And they all have a communication. It's like me and you right now. It's on here trying to communicate with the world when it's social media mess. Definitely.
Indeed. So what got let's do a little bit of your background. What got you into the practice, and what got you interested and passionate about what you're doing?
Good question. For me, I've been in it with adding music and stuff in it too, and other studies. Because then we started dealing with what's called metaphysics. But now it's the same thing with this. With energy medicine, they call it quantum physics now. But if I go back to breakdancing and all that, I'm a b-boy master as well. So I was always a turntablist. So was one of my elements. I did turntablist as well as b-boy. But as a turntablist, I wasn't just a DJ. I dealt with sound. I dealt with the manipulation of the sound, mixing the sound together, stuff of that nature. So um, that was, and then my father pretty much was a naturopathic as well. He was a naturopathic doctor. He dealt with live macroscopic blood reading, and his biggest thing was water, hydration, and anti-aging was one of his biggest things as well. How to stay young and look young. Um, Also, I say when I got about Of course, you know, as y'all growing up, I say about I was one of the first B-boys and stuff in the streets. So I was out in the streets at what, 11, 12 years old. So by the time I got about 15 or 16, all them ages there, you know, I was drinking and other activities was going on, pretty much like a teenage alcoholic. So when I moved to Texas, I was about, I guess, 2021. I got sick on an ulcer. When I got that, it was called, what's it called? Gastritis or something like that. Anyway, couldn't really eat red meat like that, greasy foods and stuff of that nature. So now it's time for me to, I guess, kick into things I kind of already knew, because like I said, my father used to teach me, but growing up, you know, you don't really 100% listen to all the details, right, from your parents and stuff, especially when he wasn't fully around. But I took in when I got like I said, 21 or so, and by the time I had the ulcer about a year or so later, my son was born. So I definitely didn't want him to be going to hospitals and stuff like that. So that's when I started studying more on herbs and stuff like that. And as far as the energy thing, I always had a gift for that. Um, Especially when it comes to, I guess you could say, I use the word clairvoyance and some forms of telepathy and stuff of that nature. Um, Kind of tapped into that, I guess, in my early 20s more. But well, I can say I was doing that about 18, 19. I was doing different stuff then. I was doing like Tantra Sutra, um, Kama Sutra, definitely. But I was studying it, you know what I mean? I wasn't just having sex just to have it, so to speak, but also studying the science of it as I did it. Of course, a lot of women didn't know what was up, but it's cool. But when I got like, I'm trying to think whether, when I got like about 2015, I was with a priestess, and she was a teacher as well, with Dr. Coy and Foy and all of them. She was part. I think she taught one of the it's called the Sacred Wound classes and all types of stuff. So when I was with her, I said, you know what, I need to go ahead and get certified, even though I knew a lot of different things. When dealing with our people, they want to see, you know, what school you went to, some type of certification, some type of piece of paper on your wall or something. So that's when around 2015, 16, I went ahead and got certified as a naturopathic consultant. So, and then my father was an EAV technician, so that's when I started getting into that after he died. So, yeah, that's just like a basic rundown. But it goes back for me, really like a third generation, I feel, because when I first got my certification, my grandfather was telling me my great grandfather was considered the root man, was considered the herbalist today.
So how vital, or what are some of the important reasons for herbs, or and especially nowadays, and also did you want to get into different, you know, consumptions of meat or different things of that nature as far as black wealth, health, or did you want to more so get into the biofields?
Well, see, I tell people I'm not really a herbalist, even though I do know things about herbs. And like I said, when I first started out, you know what I'm saying, that was one of my studies because my dad mainly dealt with supplements. Of course, as you say, herbs is healing of the nation, not only the smoking kind, you know. Kind of go out there and forge and pick and gather for ourselves gonna be the best. I think one of the things I'm teaching about right now, dealing with the biofields of our body, is that electronics we're dealing with. Everybody, got the head down. Everybody is magneted to a device of some sort. Excuse me, whether it be your cell phones, whether it be your iPads and tablets and so forth, computer screens. So we are not connected not only to each other, definitely we're not connected to the earth anymore, or grounded. And so part of my work is grounding, or what they call PMF therapy, which is post electromagnetic therapy as well, frequency therapy. Because that's dealing with us walking on the earth. As you know, the soles of the shoes we wear now since the 60s or so got more rubber on the feet versus the leather and different things of that nature. Wear more rubberized shoes versus really walking barefooted, and so, and we got more concrete everywhere and stuff like that. You really don't want to walk barefooted on concrete anyway, but and sidewalks and stuff. But all that goes to say that our biofields, it's been studies been showed that when we are blocked, they say if I put you in a Faraday type of cage to where you block from all types of frequencies and stuff, you will get sick. You know what I'm saying? You will have mental issues, all types of stuff, because we need the frequencies of the earth and the things around us, because we all are as one. So we all get something from each other just by me being in your presence. Even if I don't even say anything to you, I can pick up an energy from you. You see, let's hope it is all good though. So that's mainly kind of what I kind of playing at. It's very few energy medicine practitioners of my field that's pretty much that's of the indigenous, uh, pretty much Black, African, whatever you want to call me, but mainly indigenous here on this land of America, that is.
So healing through sound. Um, let's go elaborate a little more on that as far as healing through sound. And when you say healing through sound, what ailments or what particular steps or processes does that partake in, or does that have?
Well, first thing first, personally, I don't heal anyone. Okay, the person, you, the individual, um, is more the healer than anything, because it's all about your discipline. It's all about what you tap into within yourself. So when you're dealing with sound, if anybody who ever been in music, say up until about 2000, before they went digital, when everything was more analog sound, we had the EQ system. Are you familiar with the EQ system? 32 band, 10 band EQs and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay, so for those, a lot of people don't, may not, you know what I'm saying, but it had a band, right? So, like I said, I used to be a DJ, so you got the lower ends, there was the bass, the doom, right? And so they could drop back in the day, back to 10 to 20 hertz. But then around when it came into the digital age in 2009, they took out the lower bass. If you notice, you don't hear them cars no more when they ride by. They go, boom, boom. It's like the whole your body is shake. You know what I'm saying? You could be in a house and you used to shake people's windows and stuff. You remember them days?
Absolutely.
All right, all right. So understand that what happened was after that point was they took the main deep bass out, and now they got everything digital to where they control the sound frequency. So now we are like a 30 hertz. So it don't really drop down, because they knew that when they drop down to that boom, 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 for us, it affected us in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? We could utilize that energy. It activated our melanin. And so like today, when we want to deal with sound as far as music, I understand also in the 90s, last time I had a lot of stuff out. I don't really have it with me this time, but there's what's called ultrasonic sound weapons and things that came out were really way before the 90s and 50s and so forth. But particularly in the 90s, they knew how to put certain frequencies or sound what they call sound waves and stuff in music and stuff like that as well. Because it was, I know around, I can only speak around here. That's why I came out with the mixtape. I was the first one in my region to ever put mixtapes out and put a lot of people out because they stopped our black radio here. And that was around 92, yeah, 92, 93, the 90s. And so I seen how it psychologically messes up culturally, in a sense, without us having that proper, that them drums no more. Because we are musical people. We as melanated individuals, we have to have the beat, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And so like I said, around the 90s or so is when they would start tampering it. They had what's called the MK Ultra come out and stuff like that. The prison systems, y'all might have heard about all that type of stuff by now. If you haven't, you know, that's when they started. The NWA Negroes with niggas with attitude came out. You know what I'm saying? When the same time at that time we had the Gods and the Sons of Men, the Rules come out. We had KRS-One. You had Rakim. We had a lot of positive, conscious, mind-opening music, vibrationally, for the younger minds. Okay, and then around the 90s, that's when they started putting out stuff definitely in our community is more disruptive. And so sound itself can either heal you or in many cases can even kill you in the long run. They notice these studies are out there. I wish I had patent numbers in front of me right now. I don't have it in front of me right now, but there's plenty of patents out of the different technologies they have that they can affect us through music and sound and stuff.
It's funny what you were saying about patents. You know, I was talking to my Nubian about about the weather patents and different things of that nature, cloud seeding and different things of that nature. But as far as black or, melanated or, black health, what are your thoughts overall as far as what direction you see most, melanin or black people overall going in as far as their health is concerned?
Personally, on my travels, I traveled over 16,000 miles last year, right? And it's dealing with different events, our people and stuff. Right now, I see we get more curious than anything but actual practicing and wanting to live, because to actually live the life you talking about living in a sense of godly life. You talking about living in a certain what they call a righteous life. You know what I mean? More of a pure life, right? And so when you're dealing with a society, in my opinion, that's full of evil and corruption, it gets tough. And so them cravings kick in and everything else. I people personally, from what I'm going through, because like I said, it's not too many naturopathic consultants and stuff. It's like a bunch of herbalists, a bunch of us that they're more mainly females. Of course, the women are definitely African women are the original healers in the first place. But as far as in different communities, I haven't really seen too many naturopathic consultant people who can really, I guess, I don't want to use the word doctoring on them, but able to assist them in their healing journey. Let's say that. Like I say, especially males. I don't see in Virginia. I'm talking about North Carolina so far. Like I said, it's a handful, one or two here and there, but the numbers are so low compared to when I'm over on the other side of the fence. You know what I'm saying? They are really on their health right now. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for herbs. They're looking for different healing remedies. They don't mind spending $300, $400, $500 a month on their health. We'll spend $300, $400, $500 on clothes, jewels, going out somewhere before we think about our health. It's what I'm learning and have learned over the years personally. Oh, we play that I can't forget the new, they call it skill games, or we just pretty much gambling into slot machines. They rather do that. They spend $20, $30, $50 or more a week, or $200 or $300 a month once you add it all up in that type of trash, instead of getting the trash out of their body. How about that one?
Well, how much now, just to go, a little further, how much does that bother you along your journey? Has it bothered you, or has it gotten better as far as, or does that bother you to see the nonchalant, or does it frustrate you? The nonchalant nature?
It frustrates me, makes me sick sometimes, because our people are the biggest people with high blood pressure, cancer, diabetes, and we're quick to, I remember growing up in the 80s and beyond, before that, you know what I'm saying, older folks saying don't trust them doctors and stuff. Now, if you just sniffle, they're like, oh, take them to the doctor, something wrong with them, let's go get them checked, and we have more faith if a doctor, a regular medical doctor, say, hey, I got a client now, I need for you to take 30 pills. And that's how many they taking. Okay, I got a client that's literally taking 30 different medications. Okay, they would schedule themselves and make sure that they take them 30 pills in that day. Okay, I come along, I may have 5 supplements, something that's going to build your system up. You know what I mean? Possibly help repair yourself. And for me just to get them to do 5, it's like pulling teeth, and you know what I mean? It's hard for me just to start a lot of my clients. I said, look, I just need for the first week to drink water. I got to get you hydrated, because the gut itself takes about a gallon of water or more to digest food. And so no use me getting you on a program trying to put, that's what a lot of people do, give me this herb and that herb, when first you're not even hydrated enough to pass anything through you. Secondly, you're too constipated to where if stuff did start coming out of you, you're going to end up having autotoxicity. You're poisoning your own self with your toxins. So for me, it really does, because I got family members right now, family that it kind of say, what I do.
Come on with it. I got a few of them too. Come on with it. Yeah. Go ahead and be brutal with it. Come on with it.
You know what I'm saying? And they said, and bring to my eyes, I'm like, oh, I can help you. This is all you have to do. You know what I mean? And they might do it for a couple of days or a week, but guess what? It stopped. But if, like I said, when it comes to the medical aspects of it, they on point, or they got their little pill box out, you know what I mean? Monday, Tuesday, 1 o'clock to, you know what I mean? They on point with it. And so it's like, wow. Wow. That was
okay.
But yeah, brother.
I'm gonna add to what you're saying right now. I'm gonna add to what you're saying. Pardon self. I call them my herb family, man. And okay, so my pops had, back in the days, he was doing the Vietnam thing, and then he contracted whatever you call Agent Orange. You know what I'm saying? In that era, where they sprayed the vegetation with chemicals, and they sent the troops out there without hazmat suits, etc.
Right.
So fast forward, a lot of these holidays, and just like the Super Bowl thing coming up and different things of that nature, these different activities, and just what they call what has been sold to us, soul food. It's been counterproductive because that's just been a commercial, you know, for you know, people to be unhealthy and things of that nature. But back to the story real quick, you know, it's basically like they're basically the new, remember back in whatever era it was, the e-pills or whatever. So it's more like they're making a lot of our elders basically pill popping animals, you know, so to speak. You know what I mean? Just basically because I told my earth mother, I say, you literally hear in the commercial they said they're selling you drugs, your prescription drugs. You know what I'm saying? So what, I mean, do you think it's a lot of, as far as black or indigenous and melanin beings, is too far gone? Do you think it need to be spoken to the youth more so? How's the youth side coming along?
Now, that have hit me in the last few months, because actually, most of my activist work in the last 30 years have been towards more of the youth. You know what I'm saying? The younger generation, because you have them grow up into something more so than you already thinking you did. You know what I'm saying? What they say, it's kind of hard to teach an old dog new tricks. You know what I mean? And it's some old canines and pit bulls that just stubborn. You know what I'm saying, Fed? And then you got us brothers. We don't even think about going to no doctor. You can hang that up. You know what I'm saying? We can be half dead. We got to fall out. You got to call the ambulance before we go see a doctor for him. 9 times out of 10, unless it's something for a job or something, right? I do feel that, and I'm looking at maybe going for I'm thinking the younger. When I say the younger, we talking about 35 and under. You know what I'm saying? I can go all the way to 50. I give it up to about 50. When we start hitting around in 40-ish, I was saying they start getting in the 40-ish range. You start getting a little thick skull. You know what I mean? Kind of setting you away type of thing, I feel. But I think anything down, I'm starting to see they got more interest. They like I said, they got more curiosity right now than anything. But like I'm telling people, pay attention. What you gonna do with Medicaid and Medicare and all them freebies? Everything been free right now. You see, for years, ever since the 80s or 70s, really. Remember, we got there protesting for equal rights and all that welfare and all that stuff. We didn't have all that. They did. Welfare been out since what, 50s, 40s, whatever. It wasn't for our black, but it's right. And so, you know, they made it available. You know what I'm saying? That's what the affirmative action and all that was about, AFDC and stuff in the 70s. You know, making it available to us. But you see how they got a lot of us. You know what I mean? To where nowadays we definitely ain't thinking about even working in a lot of cases. So yeah, I guess I don't ramble on. I hope I answered the question, but yeah. I think
no, you cool. Let me see if I can pull up one of the videos, and then we're gonna get into some of your products, and then we'll get your reaction on one of the videos if I can pull it up.
Okay. What kind of video?
Let me see if it'll pop out.
What type of videos are
I will say that
like
1 in 36.
That's
not as pandemic than what is. 1 in 36, and it used to be 1 in 10,000 have autism now. Can any of you guys with a straight face say that we shouldn't look at every aspect to what we're putting in our kids, be it from the food to the vaccine?
Well, let me see if it'll load up again. But yeah, as far as the nutrition and the diet,
I will say that 1 in 36.
I'm seeing that a lot of melanin people have this fascination with chicken. What's going on with the chicken?
1 in 36, and it used to be 1 in 10,000.
You know, there's a lot of
have autism
melanin
now?
black people that just love chicken.
Can any of you guys
what's
with a straight face say
the
that we shouldn't look
diagnosis
at every aspect to what we're putting in our kids, be it from the food to the vaccine?
First of all, you know, they tell you that the milk and all that, you know, goes through the body some good. But if you do proper research, you know, milk is pus. You know, got blood
I will
in
say
it.
that 1 in 36.
Before, yeah, it's a whole different thing. Even the taste of what we getting in the store is not like what real cow milk tastes like. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. With the chickens, I personally don't call them chickens, brother. I just say they are eating birds because we really don't know. It could be a pigeon, it could be a duck, it could be we just don't know right now, fam. They're not playing with us when it comes to the bird. But it's supposed to be, you know, I don't know. I mean, that's something that I feel they might have picked up. We'll say more so after the 80s. Is it fair for me to say that? I would say after the 80s, the chicken phase kind of more picked up. Because before then, I don't remember was so craved about chicken. You know what I mean? Not as much before KFC and them came.
That's not a
pandemic. This video was saying about
1 in.
Here we go. Here for the play.
That's not a pandemic, then what is? I will say that 1 in 36. That's not a pandemic, then what is? 1 in 36, and it used to be 1 in 10,000.
He was saying 1 in 36 children is a norm as far as them being sick, as far as them quote unquote having some sort of illness or sickness and different things of that nature. So, what are your thoughts on the diagnosis or misdiagnosis of some of our young youth, especially with the ADHD and different things of that nature?
Oh yeah. That's just, I mean, it's part of the game. You got to understand schools and stuff have to meet certain quotas to get their funding, especially in certain communities. Once again, we want to go back to the 80s, family. Excuse me. A lot of people call it Reaganomics. You know what I'm saying? But this is the time when also they were pushing for what's called the Star Wars program. So you got to ask yourself, first of all, who you going to battle with in the stars? Let's start there. Okay. And so in the 80s, we're talking about our youth. Okay. One of the things, they started putting up convenience stores everywhere, these corporations. And they located these convenience stores strategically near schools, especially middle schools and high schools and stuff. There's a thing called line extension. But what's line extension? Well, when you go into a grocery store, any store nowadays, when you first walk in, let's deal with a neighborhood community store. When you first walk in, it's the specific things that's going to be within your eye perimeter. Soda, you might look to the left, you might see some Debbie pies, you might look to the right, you might see some chips. You see, all that's part of the extension line, is all part of their marketing. It's all, you got to understand that's part of them. They have bought them slots, it's vending. Because originally, I was blessed when I was growing up, every summer and stuff, go to them grandmothers and stuff, and they had a store, gas station, beauty shop, barber shop. So I had a chance to be around a certain environment, right, when it comes to business. And so what happens is, me as a vendor, I have a product. I go to your store, ask, can I put it on your shelf? And you get a cut from that. And we split the profit, okay? Where by the 80s, though, what you have going on now you have more big corporations coming into the building these stores, help building these stores, and mainly you only can get their products in there. Now, little old, Dr. Coke, I can't come in there with some like I used to probably in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that, right? I can't come in there with my CMOS, so CMOS deal, and say, hey, I would like for to start putting this in these neighborhood stores in my community, because them slots, so to speak, is pretty much already taken. Now I'm not gonna say all places like that, but we would say a majority. Is that fair to say?
Basically, the infamous shelf space. I got you. The shelf space. Okay.
They call it line extension. That's what it's called.
Line extension. Okay.
Extension. Then when you go to grocery stores, that's when you really see. You got, you used to have different products from different companies. Like me and you came over the product, you know what I'm saying? And it was more room for us to get on the shelf. You understand what I'm saying? But now, catalogs, the big companies, and what they did after the 80s, Prego came out with the chunky, whichever, Rego, I think it was Rego sauce. Whichever one came out with the chunky sauce. The chunky
Prego.
Prego. Okay, came out with the chunky sauce. They came out with different flavors. You see? And when they start coming out with all them different flavors, now if you go to the store, let's say definitely a prime example would be your cereal aisle. When you go get you some cereal. And you got catalogs, Post, General Mills. And you might have the let's say if you go to Kroger, you might have Kroger brand. That's all you may have, right? Them top things. But if you look, let's do Kellogg's for a minute. Kellogg's may have like 10 different flavors. Banana, crunch, orange, blueberry, chocolate, nut, mushroom pie. You know what I'm saying? Right? You notice that over the years, right? They got all these crazy names and flavors like that, man. But what they don't done with all them different flavors.
A lot of them have food labs too, right?
Right. That's part of that. They came around in 1950. That was General Mills. They had founded different scientists, different stuff. But what I'm talking about is the line extension and how those different flavors that they don't came out with is pretty much taking up space. It's taking up that slot that me and you, if I was an independent person coming out with a bowl, a thing of cereal, it's going to make it more difficult for me to get into that store. You see that?
Indeed.
Yeah. But it's all strategically done right now. But if you can, I mean, you can. It depends on what community you live in. You can request or try to see if it's any local farmers, they can possibly get you some fresh something when you in your local store. But it's going to take the community nowadays to make that happen versus back when I was growing up. It was a normal thing. You know what I mean? You might find some vegetables or maybe even a tomato, you know what I mean, in the local store on the corner.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. We've crossed paths or different things of that nature at a few events. So I saw a couple of books. Can you tell us? You have the books on you? Can you show us a couple of your books?
Oh no, I ain't thinking about having that with me, brother. I'm trying to think I have one in the office with me because I'm in my office right now.
All right, well, just go, as far as your products, at least let us know a little bit about your products or anything that you have, services, of course.
Well,
and how can people schedule an appointment or reach you or whatever have you?
Yeah, definitely. I don't have my books with me, but I'm an author of about 4 books. Excuse me, I came out with all the way back. I think my first book 2004. Yeah, it was like 2004. And so I do have them. Had a youth program, like I was saying earlier. The meeting was advocating for the youth at the time, because that's when they was trying to come through, at least my community, trying to say they was gang members and jumping out on kids, making them take pictures with a gang, put up a gang sign and all this craziness. I have live footage of them trying to, police doing this to these kids. You know what I mean? And so that's why I came up with them books. And then stuff I have today, in modern, my more services. When you see me out, I'm really a private business, but I'm in the community. One, to let people more aware of what is available for our community. Two, to be able to provide a service that they're not going to be able to get pretty nowhere other than me right now, especially when it comes to the pain alleviation and stuff like that. Unless you go, like I said, well, even then, like I said, I had people come and went to doctors for months at a time and came to me and I helped them out. But my biggest is call me up, 434-401-6403. That's 434-401-6403. Or just Google me. My name is up on the screen, right? Dr. Copeland. Yeah. DOCTAHCOPELAND. Just Google that. And it should show my website. It should pop up. Go to my website and schedule an appointment. And I can definitely try to help assist you in your elements. If you got a certain sickness, me and you will work together and I coach you along and try to share with you different methods and ways for you to possibly reverse that condition naturally without a bunch of drugs, side effects, and getting things implanted and artificial parts put in your body. So definitely call me up for that. I'm definitely, if you just need someone to help coach you along. A lot of people say they go on YouTube and all these different places to get the information, trying to avoid a naturopathic consultant or a naturopathic doctor, or someone who's been in this thing with the knowledge or the skill level to help guide you. I try to tell people there's steps to this. Just because they say it's a herb good for a swollen neck, don't mean it's good for your particular neck. So, because each body is different, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you need to go to professionals, such as myself, call me up and let me help assist you in your steps of getting there. And then once you learn the basics and you have an idea now what to look for and how to go about the program, then you might can do a little research and hear what other people have to say without getting so confused and I guess discouraged and say, hey, this natural stuff doesn't work. It didn't work for me, you know. That's because you did it on your own in a lot of cases. So yes, that's how I get in touch with me. You see my name on the screen. Just Google me, baby. Dr. Copeland. Dr. DOCTAHCOPELAND. And just reach and get in contact with join my YouTube. Follow me on IG, Instagram. That's under Dr. Copeland as well. Yeah.
That, so I need y'all to overstand them. Say that math and that number one more time, so just in case somebody missed it, so they can, you know what I mean, have that.
434-401-6403. And like I said, just Google me. DOC
and Google.
Yeah, TAHCOPELAND. And she'll pop up, fam.
Let me see if I can get one or two more videos, and have a few more questions, and then we'll keep it rolling. And then we'll, maybe wrap it up after that.
The system that makes sure that your granddad gets his Social Security check, the system that makes sure that your mom's doctor gets Medicare payment to cover her medical appointment, and the system that makes sure that you get the tax refund that you're owed, has been taken over by Elon Musk. And every organization from your state government that uses
So I know you heard that part. She said
every organization from your state government
Social
that uses
Security
federal money on that bridge project, to the local Head Start that takes care of little kids while their
basically this lady Senator Liz Warren explains the Elon Musk government takeover. So what are your thoughts on that, and health and different things that's going on? As far as to most, that will be a distraction. So what are your thoughts on that, and the things that's coming up in like the near future as far as the next couple of years?
Well, if anybody been studying this stuff, like I said, I've been studying stuff since the 80s. So we know that this is the new world order. Everybody, they point a finger at Triumph and them. But even if it was Triumph or the Bidens or whoever, this stuff was already pre-planned. Like I was saying a little while ago, if you go back and watch what Reagan was talking about with the Star Wars program, you got to ask yourself, who are they ready to battle with in the stars? What it was, they got the American public to agree to the new technologies that you were talking about right here today, with the Optimus Prime getting ready to come out. With Elon Musk, you got to understand with him, he got a robot that's only gonna cost you what, $20,000-$30,000. That's the price of a car, and I can now spend $20,000-$30,000 to have a working robot in my job that don't have to worry about taking off from work, don't worry about it getting sick, don't have to worry about it talking back to me and all this other mess, taking sick leaves and pregnant leaves and all these other leaves, or not calling in to work. I can have this machine work 24/7 and get my product out the door now. So that's one of the things. And then, like I said, if you go look at what the Star Wars program about, it was about getting, like I said, by the 90s, by the time Reagan got off, a lot of people I tell people, do you even know what Reagan's slogan was? Do you know? Let me ask you, my brother, do you know what Reagan's slogan was in the 80s?
What was it?
Let's make America great again. The same exact one we had today in the family. So if they was talking it back then and they were doing the Star Wars program, then they talking it today, and then we got Tesla on the ride. However, don't forget too that Mr. Don uncle in the early 1920s, 30s, and 40s, when they raided Tesla's files and took his stuff, his uncle had got a few of them files. So they say some stuff was missing. And notice that Mr. Muskie, right, he came out the first time when Trump came into office. That's when the Tesla stuff came up, man. And so, personally, I'm looking at this thing is nothing new. Okay, a lot of people they run around. I mean, it's nice how they did. I mean, they started it with back in 2020 when they had everybody wearing masks and running around getting jabs in their arms unlawfully. You know what I mean? Coercing people and having people scared to death. They seen then how they could control, like, oh shoot, we got this. You know what I'm saying? when they did that lockdown, and all the people that submitted, that right there showed them it was time. You know what I mean? They just had to do a couple more adjustments, and so now they played the charade with the president, which he's only the president of this corporation, in which people act like they don't know who the government is. We the people are the government, and so I don't personally get into it as much. I kind of laugh at it now because I have been, like I said, been studying since the 80s. Since Bush number one kept saying, if you listen to his whole president in the 90s, when he first started, he said, it will be a new world order. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it will happen. And so they've been wanting a utopia society since the 1500s, family. Just over 500 years they've been working on this. So it ain't nothing new. As a people though, is where it kick in. We gotta understand, like here we're in Virginia, especially my region, we must understand that it's about definitely continually take the last little bits and pieces of land and stuff that we hold on to by thread. You know what I mean? As far as all the shenanigans, they are the immigrants. That's the only thing I can say. Right.
So what do you think, these Agenda 21s, and what do you think in preparation? What do you think most Black people or melanin people need to be doing as far as having discussions on preparations, or if there's any shutdowns? Do you foresee any shutdowns or any as far as any, because I just saw a video about the CIA being paid off or defunded. So do you think it'll be some of the benefits cut and different things of that nature, and how will that have a trickle down effect on most Black people?
Yeah, it's going to get cut out. I've been screaming this, brother, on lectures and stuff for last 5, 7, 8 years now. And always the book I have called "Always Still Slaves," the 7th Black Awakening, because we in a lot of brothers running around talking about Black Power or stuff like that, and I'm like, we need Black empowerment first. You know what I mean? What happened in the 60s and what happened now is totally different. You know what I mean?
Hold on, whoa, my bad. You say we need what first?
But you know what I'm saying? I did a meeting with all the different Black groups, right? And I'm telling them,
you said we need Black empowerment first, right?
Right. I'm saying, yeah, they talking about Black Power. They pumping the fist. I'm like, we need Black empowerment first. You know what happened in the 60s and all that. That that's part of the King Afro plan. That you know about that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I do have that in me though. But for those that don't know, you need to check out the King Afro plan. You talking about a 2025 plan, bro? I mean, they know this stuff since the 60s, bro. It ain't. This is one of the first plans when it comes to our Black community. Was King Afro plan? You see that? So we went around talking about some 2025 plan. I mean, that's garbage. What about the 2030 plan? The 2030 agenda. It ain't even a plan. They call it an agenda. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they striving for, the 2030 agenda. 2025, that's no more. I mean, we forgot about Patriot Act number 1, Patriot Act number 2 had all this stuff in there. Look up Patriot Act number 2 that Obama had passed. That with the digital IDs and everything. In order for you to get Medicaid and Medicare, you're gonna have to get the chip, the RFID chip. For those who do not know, I mean, like I said, for me, I used to get out here and pump my fist and be all rah for years. Phone tap. They pulling me out of my house, bro. I'm setting up in my pajamas. They running my house, pulling me out of my house. It was stupid stuff. You feel? Like I'm what's his name? Chapo or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Some big drug dealer or something in the neighborhood or something. Man. All because I'm going around teaching our community basic information. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, I don't really do a lot of spend out so much energy on the social media stuff no more, because, you know, they shadow banned me. They blocked my stuff and took my stuff down, all this crazy stuff. So I don't been there and done all that. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So
no question. I completely understand that. As far as detoxing, what would you recommend to most Black people, and how often should we detox? And what detoxes do you do for yourself?
The biggest thing for us, family, we gotta get off the crack. The crack is sugar. You know what I'm saying? It's one molecule away from crack, actually. So I say slow down with the sugar, cut it out completely. The other thing is white. Anything I tell all my clients, anything white ain't right. White flour, white breads, pastries, anything white sugar, bleach this and bleach that. That's real bleach. It's like you bleaching your clothes. It's the same type of process in a sense as being used for you to have the bleach flours and all this other stuff. Sugar itself, made from the blood, cold blood. I can't think of it right now, but yeah, blood. They actually use pig's blood and stuff to process a lot of this stuff. I can't think of the process right now. And so that's what I started, and increased water. I mean, detoxing, the biggest thing, we don't chew. You know what I mean? I don't really, as far as herbs and stuff. I'm taking a couple of different things. I don't really want to say things, because if I say, like, let's say, for instance, if I say magnesium, right? Yeah, start taking a little bit more magnesium. The problem with me saying it on this live with that versus you calling me and finding out what you can take to detox yourself is that you're gonna go to the store and you may get, like, I just came from my uncle's house, right? I like, why you didn't call me, family, instead of spending your money on milk? And
it's not fun. It's not funny because I completely understand, because I say this in my videos many times. They will bypass the solution that's right there,
right here.
I don't know if it's because it's you or because it's us. It's, whatever avatar we're in, and or okay. Psychologically, what do you think these drugs, as far as the foods, as far as the dairy, the sugars, and the pills, and like you were saying, the sounds, what do you think it overall, has it fried most people's brain?
Yeah, we are definitely hypnotized. You gotta understand, we are definitely not what I would say in the right state of mind. You know what I mean? To sit there, like, hold on. You sit there, for instance, like this is a client's. I had to do some research for a client on the drugs that they on. These are all the drugs that they on. Okay.
God. Damn.
I ain't writing a book, bro. It's coming out this year. Out of all these drugs, 90% of them is made from milk, pig skin, coal tar. Excuse me, coal tar. They got this stuff called shillic, which is pretty much like bug feces. with corn and sugar. Oh, I can't forget about gas, oil, crude oil, or byproducts. Every last one of these jobs. And I'm trying to figure out how can go ahead.
And that's just the drug. As far as the drugs you're taking, we ain't even talking about the diet and the nutrition and different things of that nature. God damn. And then hold on. I said this on the other show. I said, and they'll knock the little homeboy talking about selling weed and all that. And now most of our elders is goddamn peeled out. A lot of our elders, man, a lot of our melanin beings are peeled out, man.
Oh, Lord help the brothers and there's Muslims and stuff. I don't eat pork. If you on high blood pressure pills, you eating pork. It's made from pork, glycerin and all that. If you diabetes, if you on diabetes medication, you are definitely now you.
If they eat Doritos, is made with pork. It's mad shit stuff made with pork.
Right. Oh, this is made from cells from the animal, the pancreas cells of the pig. If you on diabetes medications, they say you got thyroid. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters out there, I'm Assalamu alaikum, and I don't eat pork and stuff like that, or whoever saying that. You know, I ain't gonna say the Muslim brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna put it on them, but they are the ones that normally they try to say something about, right, when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll say anybody who say, "Oh, I eat pork," everyone, right? You can't get this book more really, but all the different names.
That's okay. There you go.
All the different names for pork, family. I avoid that stuff, family. It's in it. And wood, I can't forget about they now use anything with mycelium is made from wood. Pork. You got wood and everything, wood chips and all types of stuff in these medicines, family.
God damn.
And
oh yeah, not to mention human meat. They started doing that way back in McDonald's meat, the McDonald's meat, and then the printed meat. The printed 3D meat or whatever they doing, the printed meat or whatever they doing.
Facts. Well, you gotta understand when it comes to bloodletting, I was just talking to when I was at the barber shop. They was considered the first surgeons and priests. They was surgeons and priests. And one of the things that they did was bloodletting. They also dentistries and all that, right? They barber shop, get it all done. But bloodletting and like I say, using the cells of humans and all humans, they've been doing this way back when we got them up out of the caves and stuff, right? And so who was some of the was the Scandinavian? I think it was the Scandinavians. I think they was one of the groups. I know it was one of the couple of the Germanic German tribes. Man, when they used to cut our head off, family, they used to drink the blood from my skull, fam. This is how vicious these people are. And so, when they finally discovered or uncovered the pyramids and went into, and I don't know if you know about this one, they went to the tombs, and they first got some of the first mummies. They were selling out our skin instead of eating the skin because they wanted to go there and get some type of godly power and stuff from our people, eating the organs and stuff.
It's a book. It's a book called oh man, something about cannibalism. Something. It's a book. I'm gonna send it to you when I come across it because it's in my Rolodex in my brain. I'm just thinking of what the hell the damn book is called. But the Delectable Negro or something like that. It's about the you ever heard of the Delectable Negro? You ever heard of that?
I never heard of that, but I know about the Cannibals of Virginia. You can look that up. Cannibals of Virginia. And that dealt with the first immigrants here. They came in when they came in the early 1600s, and they settled over there what's called right there on the shore of Hampton, Fort Monroe. You ever went over Fort Monroe?
Probably, yeah. Don't really recall.
You don't really recall. Well, you over in Norfolk and stuff, man. If you get a chance, man, go to Fort Monroe, right there in Hampton, fam. That's where they first came in on the ship shack. That's where the first so-called Africans they let us off the ship in 1619. That's where we supposed to landed at, or they landed at, and they traded our black butts for food. You know what I mean? But that first 2 or 3 years, they were right there at Fort Monroe. It's a section where they was at, and they had a little thing going on, and they ended up eating each other that year because they couldn't survive through the harsh winters. And that's in the book, The Cannibals of Virginia.
Damn, the cannibal! I gotta go check that guy. And I saw the I had the video of cannibalism by state. You know, by the state. I'm like, God damn, it's only one state that is illegal for the cannibalism. So people really need to factor that in. Even a lot of people say, oh man, if y'all vegan or y'all holistic, they're gonna be coming to get y'all. I say, well, for real, to actually be honest, y'all meat eaters gonna want to eat each other first. More than likely, you know, and be robbing y'all own house and stuff before y'all even think about the vegans. You feel me? Because, you know.
Well, when I was doing the studies on it, I did a lecture on that, on cannibalism and all that stuff. They do have a website to tell you what body parts the best ones, what best meat to eat off the body and stuff like that. But they like stress meat, something that's stress, something that's, you know, the average black man. You know what I'm saying, man? Yep. Yeah, they like more stress meat, family. So they, if we calm and meditating and breathing, they don't want to have meat. They don't want nobody, you know, doing, you know, this relax. They don't need to relax me. They need to stress, panicky, cursing you out, you know, got all that negative energy in you type of meat. That's where they get the energy out of. And it's a website. Shoot, I think it's called. It's a black market website. I can't think of it right, but they had a bunch of recipes on there. Definitely for the placenta. There's spaghetti and all types of stuff there that you can whip up out of different body parts. Hello? Hello?
You say they had what? You say they had meals that you parts be.
Yeah, they have. It's a website. I don't remember what it was called now, because like I said, that was years ago when I was doing that research. That's when I worked. That's when I writing the book, The Seventh Black Awakening. Are we still slaves? But yeah, they have recipes, how to cook certain body parts and meats and stuff. It also tells you what part of the body or which meats is some of the best, leanest meat to eat on the human body and stuff like that. It's a very interesting website I ran across. But that's
that's
yeah,
that's something else. That's definitely not just our imagination.
Now this is nothing new. I mean, even then, I see that they started to bust people with the body parts and all that. You know, I was talking about this stuff like 10 years ago, and people looking at me crazy about, you know, how they selling out body parts on the black market. Melanin.
Oh, and our lady's placenta, because a lot of the young girls or the young youth girls or the ladies, you know, not really familiar with the placenta. I guess it's getting a little bit more aware, but you know, the placenta also.
Facts. That's what I was saying. They got it's a website you can go to, look up the recipes for the placentas, and you watch what pop up. And we got all types of spaghettis and roasts and all types of stuff for your placentas. You know what I mean? It's a very healthy delicacy for them. And so I know female, you got to request that. Request your placenta if you having a baby. Don't have them just take your stuff and it may end up on a plate. Like for real. I tell people, you know, they don't just throw away stuff. They don't think they just throw away your body part, throw it in an old trash bag, and keep it moving, fam. They don't do that. It's like they do everything else, like with like pigs and cows, and they take that and make hot dogs out of it, right? Bologna out of it, the hoof, and whatever's left, the eyeball, whatever's left over, they grind it up and make something out of it. It's the same thing with our human body parts. They do not just throw your human body parts away. They use it for medicines and other things. They use our body parts and stuff for, you know, in our organs.
You say no. You say knowingly or unknowingly. It's a lot of different malpractices going on. Also, malpractice suits and a lot of big companies. You know, as far as under attack, as far as you know, the pharmaceuticals and different things of that nature. And as far as the schools, man, the school lunches and different things of that nature. What would you? Should we even be sending our children to school at this point? I mean, you know, what's some of the solutions? What's some of the plans, or is there any type of preparations? Is there any solutions at all?
Oh yeah. I mean, we are now at the age where we're gonna be forced to do, which is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? We sat there and went all the equality, this, that, and third. Okay, they gave it to us for what, 50 years now? Just the early 70s until now. And so they're trying to make things great again. So I kind of agree with them that, I mean, we need to start opening up our own stuff. You know what I mean? They tired of having us on their back. You know what I mean? Carrying the load of us. Even though this is our stuff. Like I said, welfare, all that was not for us. It was for them. They wasn't suspecting us to get it. They didn't want us to have it. You see what I'm saying? But, excuse me, in the 80s, the strategic moves they did with the mothers, I understand a lot of this stuff started in the 80s, family. You know, I personally been out in the streets at that time. You know, I've been on the streets, and like I said, since I was 11. So I had the chance to hear and see certain things. I'm a person that was paying attention, other than this, not paying attention and just doing wild, stupid stuff. You know what I mean? But I seen back in the early 80s, I don't know if you know or not, they were giving like I think it was $4,000 per child. Back then, for the welfare, when they first started, especially for our community. But the only thing about it, catch-22, was that, of course, the father couldn't live in the house and stuff like that. To get the Section 8, Section Bs, and all this other stuff, assistance. So it started from my view and opinion in the 80s, more intense. And so for it to leave and be gone again, in a way, that's good, because we got to start our own, get back to where we have our own stores. Like I said, I grew up in an environment where we had our own store, gas station, beauty shop, barber shop, you know what I mean? And they go out on the farm and get your food and pick your own wheat and take it to the mill where they can make your meal, make your breads or flour and stuff out of your own wheat that you know what you're getting, you know, stuff like that, fam. That's needed. As far as everything go, I say just don't get too caught up in it, because the biggest thing we got to worry about is the weather. Because if we have a sun flare, it's going to take all this stuff out anyway. You know what I mean? All this electronic mess and all that, you don't have that to even utilize no more. Which is cool. We need to start using our brain again anyway. Like I was saying earlier, we disconnected to everything. So that's my view on it. I may be sounding kind of whacked out about it, but at the end of the day, like I was saying, this stuff is nothing new, fam. This stuff been out since the 60s, family. You know what I'm saying? Since King Africa plan. Real talk.
Damn. All right. Well, I'm hoping to make this a regular show. I'm definitely hoping to make this a regular show. I'm hoping that this show opened up some intellectual light bulbs with whomever that hit this later or hearing this now. Make sure you share, subscribe, and donate, and make sure you link up with Dr. C. Make sure you Google him, because this is no more excuses. There's no more veil. There's no more real secrets that's going on. And stop saying I got you. Stop goddamn telling him about them white coats and all that certification shit, all that college degree shit. If you don't go ahead and get fixed and stop bullshitting yourself, you feel me? I got you, Doc, because I know you got to talk professional. But yeah. Stop all that goddamn bullshit and get with Doc and stop playing with your goddamn, because you're playing with your goddamn self. You hear me? Because Doc, I always tell them they're gonna pay now or they're gonna pay later. They always say it's too expensive to be vegan. It's too expensive to do that. I say, well, look, it's gonna be expensive when they doing that GoFundMe or crowdfunding to get your funeral up and all your doctor expenses too, ain't it?
Facts. And they will, like you were saying a little while ago, with the malpractice and stuff. I've been going through that over the years. Just recently went through that a few months ago. I had a couple of family members that went through it. You know what I'm saying? I had to be on these doctors and don't you know, one time, fam, because I've been a caregiver for over 20 some years, right? 24 years. And one time they called me in to a meeting with the social service people and everything, fam. Don't you know them idiots gonna tell me that I wasn't allowed to massage my aunt's feet? I said, I was like, are y'all serious right now?
Oh yeah. Even when I did the being in the delivery, room thing in the past, they really don't want the father there. They really don't want the man really in there and involved. A lot of instances, they really don't want to talk to you at all. Really, they want to really get the woman while she's under major distress to sign papers and make decisions on the whim. You know what I'm saying? At like a glitch notice. As far as the womb. Have you done any womb work or as far as with the feminine energy? Have you done any work with the the feminine essence?
In what sense? I mean, like I said, I did Tantra Sutra for you.
As far as health wise or nutritional or any type of any clients that you had as far as the feminine.
Yeah, I had maybe the fibroid issue so far and stuff like that. Maybe a lot of women have a lot more menstrual issues than anything. And I try to tell them your menstrual should last really a day, but I don't see it no more than 2 days. You know what I mean? If your body is healthy, if you're not eating a bunch of gook and gunk that whole month. Not a lot of under stress, but the average menstrual cycle should be no more than about 3 days. Well, really 1 day. But a nice normal one would say about 3 days tops. You know what I mean? But you start getting into 5, 6, 7 days. I know female, 2 weeks. Stuff of that nature. It's bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have helped a couple of women with issues like that as well. One of the biggest things is go for a woman on that tip that I don't mind sharing is raspberry tea, stuff like that. That strengthens.
Raspberry tea.
Yeah, raspberry is good for the womb. It's one of the herbs. Especially if he.
And by the way, if you his family member, because I know goddamn well, if he was my uncle or cousin or whatever, you know what I mean, that would save you so much time and energy and a lot of distress and a lot of doctor bills and all of that, because a lot of our people are behind on a lot of those doctor bills and all of that as well too, right? A lot of the doctor bills and that's piling up. And then as well as the stress. Now, like you were saying, it's all set up to unfortunately facilitate all of this sickness. It seems like to me this big tug of war between the knowing and the believers, so to speak. Do you see what I'm saying? So when do we let go of this rope? You know what I mean? It's tough. I'm really passionate about this thing because, like I said, I have a lot of personal experience, not with just Earth family, but homeboys, colleagues, not just the nutrition, just, lack of sexual discipline. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you get a lot of food from diseases and different things of that nature, but then it's like we were saying, as far as affecting the pH balance. Do you have anything on pH balance? Do you have anything on just things of that nature as far as diseases that you can catch from certain foods or certain things they call foods?
Right. pH, that was one of the biggest things my dad was on too, So I grew up around here about that pH, potential hydrogen factor. Your pH got to be at least at anywhere from 6.78 or so, always about 7.5 or so range, to be at a good healthy state. Pretty much when you got a more alkaline body, then in your bowels and stuff, and you staying hydrated, but with the proper water. People don't understand a lot of this bottled water is more acid than a soda. You know what I'm saying? Which is very important. So if you can find spring water, stuff like that. What's my brother's name? I can't think of their name right now off the top of my. Family Springs is one down your way. The live
Family Springs, yeah, absolutely. Y'all support Family Springs ASAP.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab my membership ASAP also.
Kings with live alkaline water as well. Really, those are black owned companies, you know what I'm saying, that got some water, fresh spring water for you, and it's alkaline. And so and it don't have all them extra chemicals and added stuff to make it alkaline. So the proper water is important too. Alkaline water is not necessarily needed. I tell people that's one of the biggest things we don't want to for over 20 years. Like I said, is water, because that was one of the things my father always taught about. Because you remember I was telling you about anti-aging. One of the things to help your skin a certain way and smooth and keep young is hydrate. So hydration will be one of the main things in our community that's hard to get, because you gotta understand we drinking. That's going to dehydrate you. The sugars, that's going to dehydrate you. Coffee,
liquors,
dehydrate you. So
you gotta say them liquors in the coffees. Yeah.
And you see that all that is dehydrating. The salts, the high contents of salt that's in our foods. And like I said, we go into the corner store, it's guaranteed to have high contents of salt and sugar in it, because believe it or not, certain areas, the products may have more sugar and stuff in it because of our particular region. It goes back to what you was talking about earlier. Coca-Cola and them did a study about that, and they found out that we like things that's more sweetier and fruitier, and taste and flavor. And so all these things are strategically done in alchemy, because you can just go now. If you go to the alchemy black, people don't really pay attention when we do things. We just do it. I'm going to the store. But if you go to the store in the hood, go to the same. Let's say I'm going to use Kroger's as an example, because that's one of the main stores that I go to. Right. If I go to Kroger's on the hood side of town, and look what kind of product, let's start in the produce, because anything in the middle ain't good for us anyway, right? So let's just look in the produce section and just see how it looks, if it looks fresh, what varieties are available and not. Then I kick my butt over across town to where I know cats eat healthy or may be healthy and go to their crows. It's going to be a bigger crows, number one. And number two, you're going to notice that they may even have more selections of stuff to choose from. You see, that's by design. You see that? I know, like, I call it the hood food line. They be up in there fighting and everything. So the hood food line compared to when I go across town, totally different as far as what I can get out of it. You see that? If you just pay attention to them basic things, you'll notice why possibly our community is the way it is. You see? And it's going to take those of us who got to educate the people first. And they're not, I mean, as a business person, I get it. As a business person, why should I put in my store, let's say, some moringa, right?
Okay, yeah.
Or something like that in my store. When I know you don't even know what moringa is. You see, and you might not, I ain't gonna stay on my shelf for 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna grow old. Versus if I go across town and I put my moringa up, it's gonna sell off the shelf. What's called supply and demand. So until we demand it, then they're not gonna supply it. You see?
Well, like you were saying, first, we definitely need to create it. We just need to create it, and a few people are doing it. I know somebody personally with a grocery store. However, you know, I would love him to make a lot more space for more healthier, holistic options. You know, that's definitely needed. We definitely, like you were saying, I would say overall, we don't really have a community. We don't commune with our unity. You see what I'm saying? We don't commune with our unity. We don't prop up or give the right, I would say, value to the people like yourself. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, and others, like they would consider the poor righteous teachers, or a lot of times it's going on deaf ears type of thing. Our young youth is suffering. A lot of them are suffering with obesity. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the foods and the diets or different environmental. We haven't even got into the environmental issues or environmental diets or different things of that nature. A lot of them are suffering with self-confidence. But again, and a lot of them are being misdiagnosed, by the way. You see what I'm saying? As far as with the ADHD or different things of that nature. And it's just very unfortunate that this I don't want to call it society. This simulation is throwing itself away as fast as it can, and unfortunately, a lot of the people we love and the ones we humanly attached to are going to be unfortunately probably on the other side if it is a zombie apocalypse. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, really, it's gonna be cousin Ray Ray and mama somebody. You know what I mean? Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned, bro. I've been out here over 30 years. Like I said, I've been an activist, getting arrested, pumping with fists, screaming, stop alarms. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I learned it's only gonna be a few. You know what I mean? We're not. There's no one can really be a savior. A lot of people try to be saviors and stuff. You know what I mean? This stuff ain't gonna really work for them, because all we can do is, if you are educated, if you are someone who's born to bring the message. You know what I'm saying? Like me, for instance, I know I was born to bring the message. Whatever it is, they have the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm born a humanitarian. So with that said, I share regardless. You know what I mean? But I don't look to be trying to get it shared with everybody. You know what I mean? You have some that's just trying to be, and they can say the word with the information, so to speak. But I learned not everybody that's listening, a lot of them don't even give a damn. Don't want to listen, don't care. If I show them to them in black, you know, right there in front of them. It's like, hell no, they still not gonna believe it. So those who we do touch, those who even that might watch this tonight or tomorrow or within the next year or two, if there's something out of this information that does touch them, we have done our job. You see what I'm saying? And I tell people, not everything is for everybody. Even though they feel they can Google it, they can talk to IA and AIs and all these other things that's artificially done. Experience and wisdom is everything. All this other mess they got, that's garbage. I know. I mean, there's nothing new on the sun. You know, you got people you don't really know. Knowing is one thing. Understanding it is another.
The device that you have for the radiation protection, can you talk about those a little bit?
Yeah, I have anything around me. Let me show this right quick. See, yeah, this is called the Vimy. Let's see if I have a picture. Wait a minute. Hold on one second. Let's see what I have here.
No problem.
There's space stuff going on.
Nah, that's just the music, just the show music.
Oh yeah.
Just to fill it in, you know, until we get right.
I don't know if you
All right, here we go.
But this right here is one of the home units you have. This is called a PMI, pulse electromagnetic inducer. What it does, for one of the things that it does, it helps protect the body. Excuse me, there. I got burps and hiccups tonight for some reason. Got a little gas going on. Excuse me. Anyway, good for circulation. Good for signaling immune functions. Help with the heart. Helps the cells pretty much bring oxygen more to the cells. Helps repair bone. When it comes to the EMF frequencies, what it does, it helps, like I was telling you earlier, our millivolts in our body go up. So when our millivolts are up high, like I said, 80s, 90s, and so forth, then we have a protection. So when we go outside and you are around, 5G towers or different things, because your body is at a certain millivolts, a certain voltage, a certain height, then it won't affect you the same. It kind of like, we'll say, bounce off of you in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, children 4 and under, EMF don't really penetrate them the same. You see, because they at such a high frequency than someone is over, that's 5 years and older. They little babies, or that's why they're so energetic. That's energy. That's a certain frequency that they running on. You see what I'm saying? And believe it or not, those are 4 and under, the radiation and stuff doesn't affect them the same. And so them same young cells or young acting cells is what the therapies that I do help do as well. It helps bring up your cell, your level voltage to where it protects you when these things start bombarding you, like I said, from phones, towers, wires, you name it, in your walls, in your house. There's so many things that can affect you with that. But this is the new technology. Well, it ain't that new, been out for like 30 years actually. This is one of the original machines. And I work with a company called Pure Wave. And like I said, once you Google me under Dr. Copeland, DOCTAACOPELAND, and go to my website, I have a whole section, give you more information, videos, tell you more about the systems that have, like I said, I have the home units, and then I have the I like to call the mothership here in my office, for people who have different problems going on in the body. And I've been getting a lot of definitely excellent results and testimonies. You know what I mean? It improves circulation, stimulates your endorphins and serotonin in the body's natural healing process. It helps with the anti-inflammatory. It causes the pH to become more alkaline, allowing for better oxygen uptake. Returns the energy back into the cells. So yeah, it does a lot of different stuff, brother. Actually, this is what they use on the spaceships and stuff too. It's the pulse therapy, and then definitely when they come off of the spaceships, they put them on these beds and stuff to help restore their tissues and energy back in the body.
That's definitely cool money. That's definitely cool money. You said that's on the website, by the way, right?
Yes, sir. You go to my website, you can get more in depth of what I'm kind of talking about and what I'm saying and how the technology works and everything.
Cool. So any lasting thoughts, any you know, final thoughts or concluding thoughts? And I definitely will want to do a part 2 of this also somewhere in the near future.
Sounds good. I appreciate you, for allowing me on your show here, family, and be able to build with you. And hopefully I said some things. I know I didn't say everything that, because there's so much to be said or could be said. But I think we covered some basic information. Definitely maybe if people can comment and stuff in the comment box, that would be nice. That way we'll know what type of questions to ask for next time, right? Maybe we can answer them if we decide to do another show anytime soon. But other than that, definitely call me up. Like I said, my name is Dr. Copeland. It's DOCTAHCOPELAND. Naturopathic consultant, as well as an energy medicine practitioner. Very few of us in the United States, especially as an indigenous man, black man, African, whatever you want to call me at this point. So I specialize in this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Doing it for over 30 some years now, as far as naturopathic works in healing, meditation. I do more Egyptian yoga. I like putting my feet behind my head and all that type of stuff like that, fam. I'm one of them cats. But other than that, fam, I guess you got my information. I can't really I guess up on the screen for them. Hey, if they can show some love and send me a donation, be beautiful. That's on the B Cope. Is that on there? I'm not sure on the Cash App.
Yeah, right there at the bottom. It's going right across the bottom. I already got you. It's going right across the bottom.
There you go, fam. Y'all taking Cash App, brother. All things should be lovely. Pour me into your communities, in your cities. Have me come in and talk to your communities about alternative health. Prevention is better than any cure. I'm here to help assist you all in that journey, as well as help you get off the medications if you're trying to get off of them, as well as if you're in pain. That's my game. Then hit me up. I'm a traveler. Pretty soon I'm looking to, as we said before, my brother, when I seen you, I'm looking to get that RV. You say you are already in RV life. But I'm coming real soon to a community near you to pull up, and hopefully y'all can donate, as well as to their project and movement as well, to have a health on wheels. That's not happening either. It's like I said, how many places do you know, my brother, that we have there's naturopathic healers and stuff like that in the community?
Well, it's not many, and it's probably something that either people aren't aware of or they aren't able to afford. You know, so I wanted you to talk about a little bit also the fear. It seems like this fear of it's like multiple fears of letting go of the pharmaceuticals and the doctors, and fear of allowing themselves to trust someone, in your status.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest one. Trusting somebody that look just like me. You know what I mean? That's what I'm noticing. I know if I had, a different skin, a different complexion for the session, then I think people will be more acceptable. Like I was saying earlier, they'll be on point. They had the pill bottles, and they had the one with the times and the dates on it. You know what I mean? Make sure they on the exact, and take it around with them everywhere they go. You see what I'm saying? They have it in their pocketbook, down in their breast if they need to. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure they on time with taking the medicines. And when it comes to something natural, something from God, once I told you. Another thing is too, my brother, I feel that we have got used to this instant fix. This instant, I call it we're in a microwave age, you know what I'm saying, or the radar age. And so we like being nuked. We like being radioactive, you know what I'm saying, family, and fried up.
Oh man, important self.
Yeah,
I saw this restaurant. They got the new oh man, it's like there's some new fryers that can just nuke the food in like 1.5 minutes or something. Less than 2 minutes, it'll nuke the food and it's coming out to you.
Exactly. And then we gotta think about these automated restaurant soup. They already got them in California. So
yeah, you sent me the video with the automated arms, and the food is just basically coming down an assembly line. It's all AI restaurants and all of that, right?
Yes, sir. They already got that stuff like Cross City, but they also, the first restaurant like that is in California right now, in the United States. So it's starting. It's gonna come. It's coming, and then you really don't know what your food. You don't know what you eat. You're not even. I wouldn't even call it food then. I just call it something.
It's gonna be that screen printed meat. It's gonna be them screen printed eggs, and or look, it's gonna be like one of them videos you see with one of them different groups of people back in some alley or something, and doing egg whites and all of that out of nowhere, just out of clear water, making lettuce and egg whites and all that. I mean, you saw that one?
Yeah. You talking about when they're making the lettuce and stuff? Hello?
I greatly value what you're doing. Please stay encouraged. Please come back for part 2. I'll have a lot of questions, at least a few questions that we can throw out there and elevate on. Is it any lasting thoughts to the youth, the men, the ladies, the elders, just speak from your spirit or your heart or whatever have you, whatever comes to you.
Well, like I said, we'll get out of here. Love everyone. Hope everyone living the best life, which is a blessed life. Definitely come see me. Don't wait until you're sick to come see me, or till things get bad, then you're ready to see someone. If you're over the age of 40, you definitely need to come see me. If it's just to start you on some basic natural stuff, because once you turn 40, especially your enzymes, you got to be on start being on certain enzymes, because our body don't metabolize the same. It goes to everyone. Women, excuse me, as well. I'm definitely looking to get on more podcasts and come in and do presentations and stuff like that.
That's what I'm looking forward to, the presentation. Need that.
Yeah.
The visual aids.
I'm going to start setting up some stuff soon. I'm looking for people to call me, and you know what I mean, who already may have a little following in the crowd going, versus I got here and build it more so than anything, or collaborate.
No.
But I'm definitely looking to do more presentations, come to the community. Like I said, we need more education right now. More we educate ourselves, that's what's going to empower us to make us better in this. Because pretty soon, like I said, Medicaid, Medicare, all these things is free. may not be free for you anymore. And so we need to be prepared for that instead of going off shooting and looting and all that. You say, oh well, forget it. We're just gonna come together and just don't fool with that no more. You know what I mean? You have a choice to fool with that side or our side. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at that right now. And and ladies, I'm a single man. I throw that out there too. Been that way for years. Hey, is this a dating site, fam? Not as bad with you, fam. But definitely, I definitely want to get in on some subject matters with that as well. A relationship.
A lot of these big medicine companies are closing down too. CVS, Targets, and Rite Aids, and a lot of them are closing down also to combine what you were saying also. So with the Medicare and all of that possibly being taken away, you got a lot of Rite Aids and a lot of just corner stores that I know that my Earth family, they go to Rite Aid on the regular. I mean, I'm talking about on the regular. So a lot of those are closing down. So like you said, you may be backed up with a lot of patients that are already kind of a lot more fixer-uppers than anything.
Right. Facts. He's a fixer-upper. Facts. That's a good way.
I mean, seriously, man, it's I mean, like I said, the Super Bowl coming up this weekend, man. So I already know the activities involved, a lot of the, unnatural foods. And I was telling somebody, I said, it's not enough chickens to go around, man, for the consumption of chicken that people be eating. I mean, really, it's not.
Yeah, they grown within 2 weeks. You familiar with that? I've been at South Carolina, and I know people that work at the factories down in Tyson and stuff. They say they grow them joints within 2 weeks, man. They be out little chick, and whatever they pump in them within 2 weeks, they be a full-blown chicken. I said, damn, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. So all them chemicals and steroids, hormones, that's why our bodies is so out of whack now. That's why you have women, they got more beard than I do right now. You know what I'm saying? Some of them. You know what I mean? You seen that? You see it?
Yeah. Oh man. I ooh.
That's the testosterone that's coming from the hormone things that they pumping in these foods and stuff. You see that?
It's too much testosterone. Isn't that something? So, so that can affect a lot of the behavior patterns of a lot of the women. Oh, back in the day, when some males would form what they call breasts or whatever because of the chemicals in the food, right? So it's going to have the reverse reaction to a young male than it would a young girl. It's going to be like a reverse reaction.
Right. Our penis should be smaller, come out with a small penis. All that.
Pause. No homophobes. I'm listening. Go ahead.
We not dingoes no more. We Pee Wee Hermans.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Pause. No homo fellas. But yeah. And someone was saying that the women aren't supposed to really have a long menstrual or menstrual at all if they're, all the way holistic or alkaline or vegan or whatever have you. Shouldn't be that long, like you were saying, right?
It shouldn't be no more than actually, if you true vegan and holistic, then it should be no more than a day. You should spot and it'll be gone. Now, if you really have, or if you are doing it no more than 3 days top, by the third day it should be gone. First day you have it, kind of, but second day you might be spotting. By the third day it should be gone. I know for a fact because I don't had a couple of women who was really about that life, and they met. The shortest time I seen was a day. 1 day. And the longest time was 3 days. But somebody who's sick though, I don't think all the way for 2 weeks I couldn't get none. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you still bleed? That was 2 weeks ago. I think you pulling my leg. I go check my hand.
Man, don't even get me started with that. Oh man, and then a lot of it affects body. A lot of it affects body odor also. But as a quick review, basically stay properly hydrated with the proper waters. Right. You were saying spring water, right?
Yeah, spring water is definitely biggest option. I would say we got to get a filter. Go to my website. I also got the new nano filters. That's important too. Still filter your water.
Oh, that's crazy important. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my bad.
Your body can work with clean water. You don't have to necessarily be alkaline on that, long as it's clean and not acid. Like say, like the Shanti water, stuff like that stuff is acid, like a 3 pH. If I test it.
That damn Deer Park water too. It's a lot of that bullshit in everywhere. I be going hotels. I'm like, God damn, they must be the cheapest water to buy. Because that Deer Park crap be everywhere.
No, Deer Park, they are 7. They about to say they got, I think they added a little something. Aquafina is who you don't want to rock with.
Oh, Aquafina, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, Aquafina, that's everywhere. So don't rock with Aquafina. What else you were saying?
As a quick review, stay hydrated as far as proper water. You have a lot of herbalists on different videos say drink your water as far as your fruit. Is right. That a thing also? Should you drink more of the coconut water? Because it's a lot of different variations going out. Should it be coconut water? Should it be fruit? Should it be what?
Okay, so you got
watermelon water. What?
H3O2. So H3O2, understand H2O gonna do the same thing once you get in the body. H3O2 is another. I like to look at it personally as the synovial fluid that's in your body between your joints and stuff like that. So, number one, we are not in the tropics. We're not in Africa. We're not in somewhere where we can get fresh coconut juice, coconut water.
Ain't it, man? Unfortunately, unfortunately. Go ahead.
No tree that I can climb at this point. Okay.
Ain't it, man? You need that place where somebody climbing the tree, getting it down for you, chopping the end of the bitch, and putting the straw in there. Right. I got you. Go ahead.
And then I can say, yo, you can get hydrated off of some coconut water. Okay. All right. That's one. That's talking about it. Second thing, fruits. When it's in season, water. We got we're supposed to eat to season. Cucumbers, watermelons don't grow every day of the year. Okay, that's all out there, fam. So you're gonna wait until things are in season, which is, let's say, 4 months out of a year, right? That's a season, ain't it? Let's 4 months, and what about the other 8 months? What are you gonna drink? That's all I'm asking. I mean, I'm just talking logically. You know what I'm saying?
Come on with it.
Okay. Logically speaking, if I'm supposed to eat and drink to season, eat the foods to the season, a season lasts about 4 months. What am I gonna do about the other 8 months? If that particular fruit or whatever is really out of season. Okay. So with that said, I tell everybody, our body is 90% water. Not Kool-Aid. It's not tea. It's not milk. It's not nothing but water. The whole earth. If you go outside, if you look at a map, the whole earth is not made out of pineapple juice. It's not made out of soda. It's not made. It is made out of water, salt water. That's it. Because we have our bodies made out of, we have 12 different salts in our body. Okay.
Ain't it?
So those are the minerals. So our body, our cells, 90% water. Your lymphatic fluids. Everybody talk about the lymph node, the lymph. That's 96% water. Now, don't get me wrong. When it's spring, summer come around and start going to fall. Yes, I do suggest drink more melons, berries. What we got? With berries, melons, all anything fruit juices and fruits. You know what I'm saying? Why
papayas and all of that stuff. I got you.
Strawberries, all that is in season. Eat as much as you can until you pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real quick. I meant to ask you that. Rich, which vet? Because I was you know, a little surprised. I was like, God damn, carrots aren't supposed to be orange. Like a lot of our vegetables are not even supposed to be that color. Like they're supposed to be yellow or purple or something.
Purple.
Even the potatoes, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of food that's been pretty much what you call cloned and crossbred, and it's like they do with the weed, fam. You know what I mean? Remember back in the day, you only had about 1 or 2 different brands of weed. Remember that?
Ain't it man? Oh man, ain't it man?
Yeah, Cincy and some skunk, and maybe one other brand, right?
And you had some of that backyard boogie.
Nowadays, they got like a big long list.
Fam, they want to take you up so goddamn high you can't find your way back. Ain't it man?
You see what I'm saying? So they got all these different names and labels and da-da-da-da-da. It's the same thing going on with this food business and everything else right now, man. So personally, I just try to keep it simple and basic.
And I want to say that yeah, we got a little laughter with this because we've been doing this so long and talking about it so long. So you gotta, like you said, you it's not healthy to hold the frustration and everything forever. So it's just kind of like, you know, you got to be at ease with, you know, what we've been unfortunately seeing. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, you know, for both of us, a lot of shutdowns are probably coming. A lot of cutbacks more than likely gonna come. They're already happening in a lot of areas. There's gonna be large distractions from now all the way, you may as well say, until through the summertime. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be their rituals or whatever they do. Like you were saying, they have these plans and they plan a lot of this stuff out in the Bohemian Grove. A lot of this stuff is already planned out and people are selected and picked and different things of that nature. The guy Bill Gates has positioned a lot of farmland. He's buying up farmland like crazy. So it's gonna be a lot of things that are trickling down, like you were saying, the Tesla thing with a lot of the robots and whomever else are doing their version of robots. It's not just him. It's a lot of other groups doing their version of different robot stuff. Someone told me they had in New York a machine that pick up dead bodies already. It's already in New York.
Yeah, I seen that.
So this is really not a game, and they got this new word called fear mongering now. See, like anytime people got to get prepared and get off your ass and get prepared for something, now it's all this fear mongering. Well, guess what? Well, guess what's gonna happen when it's the last minute?
Exactly. I mean, that's what's gonna make us move. We type of people that ain't gonna make a real move until the last split second and stuff. Everything is gonna go up. And I agree with you, brother. From this point on, get ready for war. They got to have war to switch the system. You gotta have some dramatic happen to switch the economic system and everything. I mean, you just got to look at history. That's why saying culture is so important. Know where we came from, know where we even going right now. And like I said, a lot of this stuff go all the way back to the King Alfred plan in the 1960s. It's nothing new.
I'm gonna get a copy of that, by the way. When I see you, gotta get a copy.
Are you not familiar with the King Alfred plan? Have you heard of it?
I just need a fresh copy. I just need a fresh copy. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. Hey, I'm available for people. You know what I mean? Got to pay for the cost of the print. How about that? But a lot of people don't know, because a lot of people think, like we was talking about earlier, that the 2025 agenda and all they worrying about that. What about King Africa plan? How about what was the other one came out? Shoot, COINTELPRO. That's a part of King Africa plan. Is part of the COINTELPRO. MK Ultra plan. The MK Ultra plan came out in '90. And oh yeah, I found that paper. Can I share with everybody?
Come on with it. Oh yeah. By the way, this is your show. I just created the space. This is your show.
You know, our show, family. This is your platform. We here with you, family.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take that. I'm listening.
Okay, so this is controls brain state, manipulate audio signals aimed at target subject. No, I was telling you about that earlier. This is by Robert. This came out in August of April of 1990. The patent number is US 5213562. That's 521-35628. And that's the one that controls brain state and modulate audio signals. And another one I see.
So y'all, just to make this a little more simplistic for you to need it, they basically have patents, or they basically have a version of a fancy word like an LLC or to cover their idea. They have a list of these different things, and they have to tell you and do it. What do they say, in plain sight? And they have to do it. They can't do it in secret. A lot of this stuff. So they have a lot of patents for people. Be saying, "Oh, you're paranoid, you're this or that." No, it's if you know about a lot of the patents and the U.S. patents and all these codes and all that, the person ain't paranoid. You just unaware. Even with the weather, a lot of this weather y'all seeing with a lot of these places. Look up cloud seeding. Look up a lot of this stuff, man. I'm listening, G.
Yeah, with the weather thing, brother, I tell people to watch out for it, because we gotta understand that one of the things going on with weather is patterns. We have a 6,000 years. We have 400 year cycles. 1,000 year cycles, 2,000 year cycles, 6,000 year cycles, and a 10,000 year cycle, and 24 year cycle. We in the 10,000 year cycle. The last cycle like this was the Leo age. Okay, we are opposite of Leo right now, which is Aquarius age we are going into. So during this time, a lot of that's what they scared of, because they know that the weather. That's why they making these robots, brother. That's why they got all these underground extra cities and stuff, because they know another catastrophe is ready to happen any day, any second now, with the sun and everything. Letting off the solar flare, which is going a lot of things on the surface is not going to make it, and the surface is supposed to get hotter due to that. And so that's why they going underground. That's why they got all these underground bunkers and
don't
you see that? And then you got the new one able to handle the surface. Well, though, because we the melanated, so we good. We can handle up to 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. So we good as far as the Earth get hotter. But they got to go under, and for them to still control the surface of the Earth, that's where your Mr. Robots come in at. You see that?
And the drones and shit.
And the drones.
And the clones. And the clones.
And the clones.
Because a lot of times these people be thinking they looking at whoever on TV fam. It's been many celebrities that say, look, I got a goddamn clone. That's the only way I'm able to do all of this multiple stuff at once. So they think they may be looking at that dude or whatever they put in the office. That might be a whole clone. Through the whole presidential debate and all that, could have just been two bots up there just cooling, and people just out in outrage over two bots.
It's called stem cell research, right here in Virginia at UVA. I was at the hospital, in Charlotte. This is in Charlottesville. And I went on one of the, you going up and down on the elevator sometime, and you get off going on the floor, you're on the wrong floor. And so I'm walking around, and I know that I was on the wrong floor, and I seen a sign say stem cells research. I'm like, oh. So I was on the floor where they doing the stem cell research. I said, do people even know what stem cell research is? That's cloning. So they do it right there at UVA in Charlottesville, most definitely.
Yeah, I hear that. So it look. So for everybody to be thinking, oh man, it's in secrecy, it's in these behind the curtain. Nah, it's right in a lot of y'all colleges. I mean, in plain sight. I mean, literally in plain sight.
Stem cell research. We saying cloning and this never the actual professional name of it is stem cells.
So stem cell. Okay, so stem cell restoration, research. Okay, all right.
Yeah, start with that, and then that way it'll pop up. The information will pop up better. You feel what I'm saying? They don't just call it cloning no more. You see, here go one. Manipulation of subject's brain waves, VA frequencies, emitting from computer and TV screens. So they can manipulate subject's brain waves from your TV and from I gotta just say TV screens.
They got this shit covered, big.
This came out. This come out in June 1st, 2001. His name was.
It's recent shit. This is recent shit. This ain't no way back in the 50s.
Nah. And this patent number is 6505148. It's 6505148. Let's see if I can find one from that. Oh, shit.
God damn. It's patents, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, Nehrus, black people, indigenous. It is patents on all of the diseases, the swine flu, the chicken pox, measles, mumps, anything you can fathom, asthma. You hear me? It is a patent on it. I'm telling you right now. The weather change and different things in it is patents on this stuff. Like now he's doing the things to control our brain waves, like the MK Ultras. Oh man,
like I said,
ain't no paranoia. This is what's going on.
Ain't no conspiracy theory. That's the name.
Nah, good. Oh, go ahead. Let me be quiet. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They go one. Let's take them back to the 60s. They go one from 1962. This one is remotely cause individuals to hear voices and from EMF waves.
And so that's 1962, y'all.
That's March of 1962. They came out with that.
See, so look, as much as we want to argue, I want to say this real quick too. As much as we want to argue, debate, have all these frivolous, talking points and all of that, these people are organized. This stuff is not hitting. You know what I mean? A lot of people are unaware as far as to probably go seek this knowledge or whatever until now in videos like this. But it's well planned, it's well put together. So this is the reason for the organization in spaces like this now, where we gotta raise our level of frequency of consciousness ASAP. And then like you were saying, the unification thing, I mean, that's gonna be tough because it's just so much, it's so much psychological separation, whether it's religion, whether it's eating, like some people wouldn't even like to be around people that's vegan. You hear what I say?
Oh yeah, fact.
If you holistic and vegan, you got people that don't like, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't like to be around some meat eaters. You feel me? Because I mean, it's like the behavior patterns are different. You feel me? So
you can smell the meat coming from them.
And it's a process, and it's a proper technique to unify and unification. It's not just throwing a bunch of different beings together.
Yeah. I mean, unified, you got to be a unit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the unit got to be on the same, path. We got to have the same mission to make it work. And like I said earlier, we can't even worry about everybody. We just looking now for all those who's there. I mean, even if you read, you want to go by Bibles and stuff like that, they said only a few would be chosen for this. You know what I mean? Even Jesus himself said, if you go read carefully, he said, I'm not here for everybody. I'm just here for the chosen children of Israel. You see what I'm saying? So he wasn't. Everybody waiting for him to come back when he not even. You don't say it in this book that he not here for everybody. You waiting for somebody that don't told you I'm not gonna come back for your black.
What do you say, G? They done been sold that shit too, G.
Yeah, man, it's sad.
You say the damn shit. You say we are the coming back. Ain't no coming back. Ain't no Sky. I told you I did a show called Sky Daddy Syndrome. Ain't no damn Sky Daddy. Ain't no coming back, bitch. You here already?
It already is, fam. And if he did come back, he probably shoot him because he's supposed to be a Muslim. You know what I mean? He coming back with dreadlocks and you know what I mean, long beard. I mean, come on.
It ain't gonna be none of that storybook. He ain't gonna look like the storybook classic, is what you saying.
Facts, fam. And my biggest thing is this, man. I mean, how much sense do we have? Let's think about this, fam. If you do come back, right? If let's say right now, hey, you over in where you in Norfolk right now?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah.
If something pop up in the sky right now, I probably won't be able to see it, but you can. So my thing is, when he come back, how is this thing supposed to happen? If I'm here on this side of the map, and let's say the people over in Africa, are we all supposed to see him at one time? Or is he gonna go on a world? Or is he gonna go on a world tour and say, "Hey,
you doing what they call now trolling? You doing what they call trolling now? I love it too. I love every second of it. I love every bit of it.
I'm telling you call it trolling. Whatever. I'm telling you, use your common sense. You mean to tell me somebody's supposed to come back? We all waiting for him, and when he come back, how you don't even know that he back here? And are we all supposed to see him at one time? And if so, how you gonna do that? I can't see nothing there. But somebody, when they did the bomb in Hiroshima and blew up a lot of stuff, you didn't hear the nuclear bomb didn't shake over this way. We didn't even see the smoke. So how are we supposed to see the smoke from this dude? Somebody, I mean, let's let it make sense. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I guess you can go that's the only thing I can think of. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna do my best to get us wrapped up. All right, so let's do the quick review. Stay properly hydrated with the proper water, correct?
Facts. Proper water, yes, sir.
Stay away from anything.
My bad. Go ahead. Right.
Okay, anything white ain't right. Okay. Flour. We talking about sugar, y'all. We look, it's all alternatives for all this stuff. You don't need the goddamn sugar. Go ahead, I'm listening. What else we got? Oh, physical movement. Should we be in the gym? Should we be doing more yoga? Should we be doing more swimming? What type of physical activity should be done? Should it be less stuff on the joints or what? What were we doing?
Most simplest thing in the world, walk. Just get out of the house and just go for a walk. And just get your arms and everything swing along as you walk. Relax yourself. You know, a lot of workout ain't 100% good for you. It's good every now and then, but constantly working out every day trying to get buff, unless you staying proper hydrated and take a bunch of electrolytes and stuff, you were building up a bunch of uric acid and stuff in your joints and stuff. And in the long run, so a lot of workout, from my understanding, is not 100% good. Natural workout. Go chop some wood. Go build on your house. That's how we used to work. You know what I mean? We just didn't go to the gym.
You say natural physical activities, even in some of the errands you do, even some of the household chores you do.
Right.
All right.
Lifting clothes or whatever, you know, baskets of clothes, you know, that's lifting weight. But, you know, like, I cut grass. That's my workout, right? In the summer, I like to cut. And so I found a pattern, you know, I found a certain way to lift the bushes or something, you know what I mean? Like I'm actually lifting weights, you know, if I was in the gym or something, you know what I mean? Or when I push the lawnmower, I make sure when I push the lawnmower or whatever, I'm pushing it a certain way, you know what I mean? I'm getting that workout. But that's a natural workout. That's a more powerful, that's how we used to get cut, from cutting trees and, you know what I mean, carrying them trees and bushes and stuff like that.
Cutting grass and all that great stuff. I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah,
gardening and stuff. Crouching down, gardening, and I got you.
Yeah,
squatting, because you had to squat the garden.
Squatting, yep. All that type of stuff is the best way, I feel, to work out every day. You find some type of chore to do. And the most important thing too, turn the damn TV off.
God damn. They gotta turn off the Super Bowl. God damn. Come on, they ain't gonna take. You telling them they gotta turn off the goddamn reality show shit, man. Come on, man. Don't tell me we gotta turn the goddamn what's that shit called?
Tell a lie to your
Sex in the City, all that. What the hell them bullshit is? Shit. Hip hop, loving hip hop. Yeah, all the shit, man. They gotta turn it off, B.
Hey, family, if we want to survive and not be hypnotized and poisoned, turn the TV off. That's how they got everybody back in 2000 to run and take a shot, fam. Had everybody scared to death, fam, from a TV
God
screen.
Damn.
Turn that.
What about the microwave? What about the microwave, by the way?
Oh my goodness!
Come on with it. I had it because I'm surprised you didn't say shit about it. I'm like, wait, you ain't said that about the goddamn microwave.
The radar, it was called originally the radar wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. God damn. Hold on, wait. It was called a what?
The radar wave. Go look it up. 1947, it was a radar wave and double radiation of a radar. So that's what it's made of. It got what's called a megatron in it. And that megatron is what makes the frequency of the sound waves in the thing. But I in my lectures, I share that with people. And when I tell people in the lecture, go home tonight and rip that joint out of your wall or whatever and throw it away, family. Unplug it, whatever. Even when it's plugged up, family, it's giving off a frequency in your home. You see what I'm saying? So unplug it. Matter of fact, throw it away, get rid of it. And a lot of things, you talking about you're healthy and I'm eating let's say you got your bowl of vegetables and I was going to warm it up in the microwave for about 10 seconds. Right? You throw it up in there, don't ding, ding, ding. And within that 10 seconds, every piece, well, really within 2 seconds, all your nutrients and everything that was in the food is gone. So you pretty much are malnourished. Our main problem in our community, we are highly malnourished. Well, I eat good, Nick. No, you don't. You might eat good, you might think good, but none of it is digestion because you dehydrated and so you constipated most likely. So that means nothing digestion. So not digestion. Go ahead.
I was gonna say inflammation too. Inflammation of the intestines. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, definitely. Inflammation. If you're not digesting, then how are you gonna be able to utilize the contents? You know what I'm saying? So our body is not able to utilize anything, but we are malnourished and we got backed up. Like I was at the event, I was telling the cats at the barber shop. I said, brothers got the big old pop belly, look like they pregnant carrying on.
Even the ladies with the fupa, a lot of ladies we think are thick, they backed up.
Fat, and then don't get me wrong, and then what they call love handlers and all that kind of look good to a degree. But the first thing that popped in my head, bro, when I see that from a female personally, and I think that's why I'm still single because I look for the
Come on.
Like, that way she got parasites, worms, everything.
God.
You know, like,
see, hold on, my bad, G, real quick. See how you see y'all, ladies. I'm not being tough on you, babe. I'm just saying, I be thinking the same thing, G. Like a lot of the low vibrational dudes be hyping the shorties up, telling them they thick and the fupa look good and all that shit. All that shit is parasites, and like Dick Gregory say, it's just doo-doo. It's a bunch of doo-doo backed up.
Put it this way, you get involved with that, you're gonna get into a lot of shit. And I mean literally.
Damn. God damn.
You're gonna deal with attitude issues because most mental diseases and sicknesses, like we were talking about ADHD and all that, you're dealing with the gut, bad microbes in the guts and all that family. And you got not only that, like I said, she's constipated, so we're gonna definitely have moody problems, have some bad breath, and like you were saying earlier, some body odors. Yeah, they might possibly have them body odors and stuff as well, man. And skin issues, terrible skin. So I mean, I look at personally, I be looking at all that, and I know it's wrong, but
what about severe dandruff? Like severe, like what they call dandruff for dry skin.
Well, it's gonna go back to the hydration situation we was talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one of the key things for that. Excuse me.
It's interesting you say we malnourished, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the show, G. Okay, real quick. All right, review. Proper water, proper hydration. Stay away from the goddamn the white ain't right. Sugars, the flours, all of that. Get some alternative stuff, healthier options, y'all. Get into your cinnamons and you know what I'm saying, and your what is it, the brown sugars maybe. It's other agave. It's way other better alternatives for the sweet stuff. You say the natural physical activity, correct? As far as doing your yard work or your housework and different things of that nature. So just natural everyday movements. Also, okay. And what else we got? Oh, as far as you said, throw the TVs out, right? Throw the TVs out, throw the microwaves out. Okay, throw the TVs and the microwaves out. All right. I hope y'all taking these down. Throw the TVs and the microwaves out. All right. Can you touch before you get out of here? Can you touch on dairy, like the pus? Because
we talked about that too. Yeah. Eating cow pus, like I said, drinking cow pus, it causes a lot of mucus, a lot of issues that especially women are having, the fibroids and stuff like that. It adds on to that. But around this time of the year with all these colds and hacking and sniffling and y'all going to the hospital getting all this sinus stuff and all that, stop drinking all the milk, ice cream, cheeses, and all that, family. Because it is backing you up. If you really see how milk look, after I don't milk a cow before, it does not look nor taste like the stuff y'all drinking in the store. Period.
Because like you say, bro, but when you get it that state is not pasteurized.
Right. When you get it fresh, it got stuff in it. It got this film and yellow stuff at the top of it floating around. Come on, you had to turn it and stuff like that, and all that stuff will rise to the top, and it'd be like a big thick film of stuff, and they take that, and that they call the cream, and that's how you make your butter.
Y'all hear that? Hold on. Do y'all hear that shit? All of y'all people I gotta have my milk and my cereals and coffees and creams and shit. And Starbucks got a big ass lawsuit on them. I don't even know why y'all still going to Starbucks. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. They got the biggest goddamn lawsuit like crazy recently, right now. And Chick-fil-A.
What happened to chicken? I ain't hear about Chick-fil-A one yet. I heard about Starbucks.
Chick-fil-A got it's this lady named Food Babe or whatever. And she been going against a lot of the top like the yoga mats and the Subway sandwiches and shit in the bread. So she just been exposing a lot of the ingredients in the Chick-fil-A sandwiches, all them damn ingredients.
Oh.
So it's very unfortunate, man. Anything else? Is it anything else I forgot? Is there anything else we forgot? I'm gonna put the music on real low.
Nah, that's it pretty much.
So we can,
like
do the wrap up.
The hydration is important. Don't forget, we're looking at also, I was talking about EMF frequencies, and try to protect yourself with that as well. Ladies, don't put your phones and stuff down in your tits and all that, and your brothers and everything, putting stuff in your pockets and stuff, because where you're straight at your back pocket or front pocket, because you can then looking at sending frequency, you frying up your balls, family. It's the best way I can. You're having some cooked nuts. You know what I mean? It's the best way I can explain it to you. And so we don't want that. Family.
Especially you dudes with them goddamn jeggings and leggings on, them tight jeans on. Go ahead.
They squeezing the balls up, and then they trying to burn the balls up. Man.
Pause, no homo fella. Woo. So go ahead, I'm listening.
But don't try to watch how much you put this thing to your ear. Get you some wire ones, headphones. Definitely the Bluetooth. I tell everybody, I don't want nobody's tooth in my ear. It's called a Bluetooth. Okay, and you put a tooth in your ear, and that tooth is literally eating at your brain, literally. You know what I'm saying? From the frequencies, and they got plenty of studies on it showing how it eats at your brain. Because you're dealing with the
God damn. Whoa, god damn it. You say now, is it the itty bitty Bluetooth joints, or is it the big ones too? The big headphone Bluetooth?
I'm kidding, from big to small, my brother. What it is, this is my phone, this is my Bluetooth, right? It's a signal they're gonna have to reach from my phone to my ear. As it reaches to my ear, right here, my hypothalamus gland. My hypothalamus gland is connected to what? My pituitary gland, my pineal gland. And the pituitary gland is your main master gland of your hormonal system, or your glandular system. So that's why a lot of people put hormones and different things, and we psyched out and all these, and can't remember nothing, you name it. Because their brain is being ate up by their tooth. That's one of them. And don't sleep with you got a TV in your bedroom, get it out your bedroom, or unplug it every night before you go to bed. And how many people do that? So just get it out of your bedroom.
Oh man, I got some people that let 4 or 5 TVs run in multiple rooms. They got a whole goddamn radiation station in that motherfucker. They got a whole goddamn they got a radiation parade in there, ain't it, man?
Yeah, they don't understand it. But I tell people, you might don't feel it now, and then you end up with all these aches and pains and different medical issues. And sometimes the doctor said, well, we can't find nothing wrong with you. I'm not sure they don't have that. And that's maybe the main reason why they can't find nothing wrong with you, because it's more what's dealing with the electrical hypersensitive person. It's an actual diagnosis called electrical hypersensitive, and you may be sensitive to these electronic waves, and it's causing this to happen to you. So yeah,
damn,
it's like.
So you say sometimes that's why they don't know what's going on. They if some people they don't find this and that or natural ailments, it may be just the amount of they have their laptops, phones, microwaves, TVs,
all this stuff on an electric car. They might be driving around and all that might be causing their problem right now. And that's why I have technology to test your body to see if you have, make sure if you have that type of stuff. I can try to detect or try to find out what may be causing your cellular voltage in your body to be off like that. Yes.
Y'all hear that? So this is why we say I'm bringing you the specialist. God damn it! I'm bringing you the specialist. All right. Make sure you contact. The Cash App is going at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you share this. Make sure you've been writing down your damn notes. I don't want to hear it because I'm bringing it all to y'all. You know what I mean? This season, I greatly value your space and your intellectual, you know what I'm saying, savviness. And I would love to have a part 2. I'm gonna have a few questions here and there about abortions and different bunch of different stuff. You know what I mean? You say relationship stuff too, right?
Yeah, man. We need to talk about the black love in the hood, fam. It ain't looking good, fam. Yeah.
God damn, Doc has got them to love Dr. Two Mind.
I'm just saying, fam. I got a couple of issues, fam. I deal with the whole body, holistic. You know, that's what I mean, holistic practitioner. So hey.
Well, I greatly appreciate you, Nehru, man. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Y'all make sure y'all share. Y'all make sure y'all support. If you would like to do an interview, just like, you know, right now on this in this space, it's here. Y'all contact me. Doc C, Dr. Copeland. Yes, we greatly value your presence. Keep it up. Please keep up the great works. And then, do you have any more final thoughts? And we up out of here.
I had no final thoughts other than peace, love, and happiness for everybody. Definitely call me up for lectures, broadcasts, to come in, do presentations, workshops, it doesn't matter. Also to come in and do sessions with you in groups. If you have about 4 or 5 people that's in pain and stuff like that, let's gather together, give me to come in for a couple of days and work on your body. I'm getting ready to sign out. My name is Dr. Copeland. Just Google me at DOCTAHCOPELAND, or you can call me at 434-401-6443. That's 434-401-643. I'm getting ready to sign out because my battery is getting ready to go low, don't you know? Much love, my brother, on the Cosmic Mind. Just make sure you subscribe.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for Go ahead and charge your phone up. Peace, King. Y'all make sure y'all schedule y'all appointments. Make sure y'all contact them. Make sure you rewind this and get his number. Elders, youth, ladies, fellas, let's get it right. Let's get this health and wellness up. Ain't no more fears. Ain't no more excuses. Make sure you schedule your appointment ASAP. And make sure you book him for speaking engagements, y'all. Make sure you donate, y'all. God damn, y'all. Good gracious, yo, I'm about to get in y'all chest. Make sure you donate to Dr. Copeland and others like him that's doing the works that so many neglected, don't even care about. Peace, love, and abundance, y'all.